Hello and welcome to the first bonus episode of Pixel Journey. So for these bonus episodes, I thought it would be interesting to go over some of the more live service games that don't have a true ending, that I don't feel belong in the normal Pixel Journey episodes. So every now and then you will get one of these released to where we just kind of talk about mobile games, gacha games, live service games, anything in that realm to where it might get future updates. And I can't give a definitive answer that will not change in 2 months when the game gets patched. So for this first one, trying out this new kind of bonus episode format, I figured we would knock out an easy one that I kind of got tricked into playing because the ads I kept seeing online looked really good, but it turns out the game was really bad. And that game would be Legend of Mushroom. So I kept seeing beautiful looking ads with fun looking characters all over different social media. And if you can tell from that statement alone and you know what the pictures looked like for the advertisement, you can tell very quickly I am someone who cannot tell the difference between human-made art and AI art, because very quickly word spread that these images were very clearly AI-generated art. So that was strike number one for most people when looking at this game, and I didn't see any of that until a few days after I had downloaded it and tried it. But don't worry, my impression of the game was already awful from playing the actual game that they put out. So based on the limited advertising that I had seen, I thought that the characters looked cool. I'm just like, okay, you can go on an adventure as a little mushroom. That's cute. I like cute things. I play a game to where you play as cookies. Why not give this game a shot? And I regret it to this day, and once this video goes up, I can delete it off my phone, and that will be a very happy day. So this game is incredibly boring. So I have a few notes, and all of these are bad. There's no good thing about this game. So the gameplay itself, you are a little mushroom guy, and you have what looks like a genie lamp pulled straight from Aladdin, and you click it and it will give you an item, a random item, and you get to either equip it to your mushroom guy or sell it. And that is it. That was what I was doing for a majority of the time I attempted to play this atrocity of a game. And then once you get a few levels up after a few hours, it automatically starts pulling for you, and you just have to decide whether, hey, it's reading that this piece is better than the one you already have equipped in that slot. Would you want to replace it, or do you want to go ahead and sell this? And that is it. That is the main gameplay that you are doing for this entire game. There are a few other things, you have some skills you can get. You eventually will evolve your mushroom into one of 3 different types. I think I did archer because I like bows. You can do archer, mage, warrior, the standard 3 that most games that let you pick a skill will let you pick. So that was pretty standard. But it's just your mushroom guy running, throwing whatever weapon you have equipped. You can get a pet eventually. You get other things that don't really matter. But this game was so boring yet so overwhelming at the same time. This is by far one of the worst mobile games I have ever played, and the reason why I don't dive into mobile games very often. So on my list that I have right over here, gift codes never fucking work. They have gift codes all the time on their Twitter, now known as X, and I tried it just to test it and see if it would work. It didn't work for me. Some people in the comments, I looked to see if they had the same issue. A lot of people were agreeing. It just didn't outright work. Some people were saying, hey, it did work, but it wasn't nearly what they were saying that it would give them. So either way, I don't think I saw a single comment that said, hey, this worked great for me, thank you. There was either it didn't work or it didn't do what it said. There's constant pop-ups to try and get you to spend money. I will say, for some reason, if you love this game and you love this style, it doesn't need money to go into it. I was just mindlessly playing it, to review and see if it was actually good. And yeah, it gives you pretty much pull currency for, you get pets and you get something else that I'm forgetting because I don't care because I didn't do anything for my mushroom guy. But it doesn't really force you to spend money to progress, which is literally the only positive in this entire game. But it does continually throw different options of stuff you can buy all the time. And that leads me into the next one, which is the UI is completely atrocious. It's on a mobile screen, you hold it in your hand, and the entire like outline is just covered in different options for different menus that you can open, and it just completely covers the screen. I felt completely overwhelmed. There's constant little pop-ups saying, oh, you can click this and do something there. And that leads into the next point, which is nothing seems to be explained in this game. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You unlock this one section to where you can adventure elsewhere, and my quote is, what the fuck am I supposed to do in the mine? I unlock a mine. I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. I don't know what I can get from there. Nothing feels like it is explained. And then for those who, you know, want to go against others and see whose mushroom is built better, there is PvP, but it is so incredibly fast. Like, it doesn't feel like an actual fight. So I felt like the PvP was done very poorly, and basically any other game that I've played with PvP in it has done it 10 times better. And then one thing I discovered while testing out the PvP is it feels like there's overlapping gameplay. And so you'll just get pop-ups of different scenes within the game that you can do. And oh my god, is that one of the most annoying things I've ever encountered in a mobile game. And then of course, like I mentioned earlier, like it might have cute pets, but it's also been heavily criticized for having AI generated art in a lot of its promotions for it. They did take it down for a while because I tried to go back and find it, but it did eventually come back, and I do have a picture that I will probably include right here during editing to show you. And it even has that Twitter community check on it that says this is AI generated art, this is not human made art. And circling back around to the main issue that I have with the actual just game at the core, just the actual game, there's nothing to do. So it's already an auto runner and an auto fighter, and then the lamp that you are just tapping and hitting equip or sell starts doing that for you. And so like every like 20 seconds you'll see like, this is a really good piece of armor, equip or sell it. It's just losing stuff that you can do. You are essentially just looking at the bottom left corner of your screen and waiting for that little mini mission to be completed so you can tap that and move on to the next one. There is zero skill required for literally anything in this game. My camera is going to die. So anything that requires equipping something or leveling up something when you have enough to level it can all be done with two buttons. One that says enhance, and it'll enhance everything in that section that can be enhanced. And then there's a quick equipped, which puts the best in slot, whatever you have, it equips them. So there is zero intelligence needed for this game. So like I mentioned earlier with the auto pulling for the lamp when you turn on that ability, mine has turned off 3 times, and guess what? I've played this game for a short amount of time 3 separate times to try and get information for this video. So even when it's supposed to do something, it can't do it. It has stopped 3 times, and with the last time being right before this video to remember what the heck this game was even about, it stopped and I no longer remember how to turn it back on. So luckily I'm deleting this game after this video, so that doesn't matter. So I looked it up to see what other people were saying about this game, and I saw some high reviews. So I truly believe after reading those reviews and playing this game that they were either fake reviews or they were paid reviews. Someone was paid to give it a good high review, but they might not have actually played it, or they played it and they were just bought out. Because there's nothing enjoyable about this game. I felt so brain dead after finishing the needed levels for this review. I tried to get to, like, on the world map, he moves different sections. I tried to get to 10. I'm at 9 and I can't bring myself to finish 9 to get to 10, to finish 10 for this review. I can't. I cannot bring myself to do it. There's so many other games that I'd rather be playing. I am putting the minimal amount of time into this game that I feel I have sufficiently looked into this game and the gameplay and what it has to offer. So typically I don't like to just make videos bashing games, but this is a monstrosity of a game that I don't want anyone else to suffer through trying to play or waste space on any device that you try and download this game on. So the next video on the bonus section will be a nice video. I have a list of possible games that I could be talking about for the next one, all of which I truly like. I really hope that this is the only video that I make for this podcast that is telling you to blatantly avoid a game. Because I don't like that. I like to be fun and uplifting with games, but this one is just, it is so bad, and its marketing was pretty heavy for like a good while, at least that I was seeing, and I just don't want people to waste their time with this game. So I'm so sorry if you've played this game. If you have, let me know if you thought differently than me. Did you agree with me? Is it awful? But yeah, so hopefully the next one will be a lot more cheerful, because that's what I want to do. I want to promote fun games for people. But that is all for today's video. I hope that you at least got something out of it. A warning, perhaps. But yeah, so feel free to let me know what you thought on this game, or just hearing it, would you want to play it? But yes, I will see you in the next video that will be more uplifting than this one. Bye guys.